Conchatre here with Birdtail Waterfowl. So I just want to give a quick update, and yeah, it's August. We're not that all that far away from our season. But first off, where am I at? I'm in Ontario, right along the Manitoba border. So Ontario is east of Manitoba, and kind of this area is kind of very famous for a water body called Lake of the Woods, and that's where I'm at. So I fish this water mostly, you know, in the open water season. The section that I fish is not all that charted, so it's a ton of fun to fish, a little nerve-wracking at times, but it just doesn't have a lot of pressure, so it's just awesome fishing. Muskie, pike, smallmouth are amazing, a little bit of largemouth, and a ton of walleye. So wicked water body to fish, pretty spoiled with it only being a few hours just east of Winnipeg. But this is actually what a good chunk of Manitoba does look like. So Precambrian Shield, and then, you know, obviously the Boreal as you go further north. But as far as, I guess, updates go, winter was actually extremely warm, and not a lot of precipitation. As soon as we got into, you know, April, you know, end of March, April, we started getting quite a bit of snow, which was great because we were in need of precipitation. The potholes were definitely down when we froze, and lakes and whatnot. So got a good chunk of snow. As the melt happened, you could see it wasn't enough. And then the rains hit, you know, all through May. You know, really, I guess May was the biggest month for rain. Everything was super timely. Crops were able to get in. Not a ton of heat units then, but as soon as kind of the middle of June hit, then we started getting the heat. So the crops, I think, I'm not a farmer, but they look pretty damn good. We're excited about what's out there. But yeah, I think the hatch was really good. Delta Waterfowl, a lot of the biologists and whatnot do their field work around the lodge. So you're seeing drones and that fly all over the place, and you're seeing these biologists on the dirt road, so do the whole stop and talk, and they said the same thing, like the nest counts were really good, and the success looked really good, they were saying, and I could see it. You know, it's just one of those years where it is very noticeable. Alberta, Saskatchewan, they got good rains too, so it should help the continental flight, because we were in need of help. So the water came. This year was a good year. Far as work that I did on the lodge, a ton of little stuff, like just OCD galore. Work on the cabins, bought a couple new trailers. One is a new enclosed dedicated to all full body snows. We're seeing the ducks are actually going in with the snow geese like they used to, like 20 plus years ago. So we'll probably use that spread to hunt ducks, kind of hiding in the snow geese, which works super good. You know, reglass boats. We have chairs now in the blinds, no more buckets. Yeah, novel idea. It should be good. And then far as, I guess, travel, United has picked up a whole bunch of routes coming into Winnipeg. Delta has more routes coming in. I think Chicago was a big ad. They got a lot coming into Winnipeg, so that's good. As far as new restrictions, nothing to do with COVID stuff are long gone. But there's I think some different paperwork you have to fill out if you're bringing a dog out of the States into Canada, and it's on the US side is what I understand. So contact the US border prior to coming up, get that paperwork filled out. And that's about it for that. Then it comes down to licensing. For us to be able to hunt in Manitoba, there was some reg changes here in Manitoba. So I'm going to start from the top. If you're from Canada and you're hunting with us, you need to log into Manitoba e-licensing. Oh, it's sad. Too long a day in the boat. Like way too long. But if you're from Canada and you're hunting in Manitoba, basically log into your Manitoba e-licensing account, purchase the appropriate Manitoba waterfowl license, and then go to the federal website and purchase your migratory game bird stamp, and then you're good to go. If you're from the States, and if you're from Canada, please fill out our trip information form. It's on the licensing and permits page. Please fill that out, because it gives me all your arrival, departure times, and, you know, emergency contact and all that kind of stuff. So please do that. And then if you're from the States, coming into Manitoba, You're not part of the draw, which is a new thing for Manitoba. As outfitters, we got allocated X amount of licenses to each individual business. So, but it's a guaranteed license. So I will purchase that for you. The license that you are responsible for is the federal migratory game bird permit that you have to purchase prior to coming up. There's a link to the website to be able to purchase that, and that is on the licenses and permits page. So do that, have it printed out before you come up. The trip information form is going to ask you for the Manitoba e-licensing ID number. That ID number is what I use to log into, Manitoba e-licensing. Under that number, I'm able to purchase the appropriate license for you. That comes out of my allocated license pool. It's attached to the business. So that trip information form is super critical to me. I don't like purchasing all the licenses while I'm in season, rather focus on just doing a good job at the lodge. So please fill out that trip information form as soon as you can. I will be purchasing the licenses prior to the season starts. So if you want to fill it out tomorrow, I will buy the license tomorrow. Everything's smooth. So if there's an issue with the e-licensing number, we have time to rectify it. If you don't have a Manitoba e-licensing number, you haven't hunted in Manitoba or, since the inception of the e-licensing in Manitoba, there is a link on the Birdtail site, that permits and licensing page. There's a link to Manitoba e-licensing. Click on that, create an account. Once that account is created, it's going to give you a Manitoba e-licensing ID number. And then that's the number you're going to use when you're filling out the trip information form and the question asks you for Manitoba e-licensing number. Now we're good to go. Now I can purchase your license. So that is what I need everyone to do, is just fill out those trip information forms. And then if you're from Canada, you have to purchase both licenses on your own. If you're from the States, you have to purchase the federal migratory game bird permit. And then I will purchase the Manitoba Waterfowl license, so the foreign resident one. So that's licensing. I think that's honestly, that's the update. What else? All my social media was hacked. I had some Google hacked, so I run into issues there. No information was really stolen. It was just kind of like weird blocks and just is like a puzzle to figure out. Anyways, so I apologize. I haven't really put anything on Facebook and Instagram because I've been figuring it out. But yeah, so if you need to get a hold of me, you got questions, give me a call, shoot me a text. Emails I'm a little slow at. I'm just running and gunning all the time this time of year. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the season. The guys are pumped, and yeah, should be good. So anyways, just want to say, yeah, thank you, and we'll see you soon. Take care.